Okay, so Gemini, this one's for you. I just got done with Taurus's, with doing a reading for Taurus. I think it went well for a change. Although I should have been doing yours because I did theirs already. I didn't. I don't think I uploaded it, but I'm gonna upload it. TMI, right? Just gonna clear out just a little bit. I'm not gonna do too much because I said a pretty long prayer. Taurus, and their read. And listen, I want you to fast forward if there's too much talking and praying or what have you before I get into the read, okay? I'm trying to get into the habit of doing these more regularly, and bear with me, okay? Because I'm not even close to beginning yet, but I wanted to get started doing this because you gotta seize the moment. At least I do. I have to seize the moment. Um, when I do these readings, and perhaps what I'm saying to you right now, Gemini, you could possibly relate to or apply it to whatever it is that you might be dealing with that we're going to get into, or we're going to find out about. Yeah, try and cleanse and bless my cards. So this is my African American deck, and I'm speaking kind of low because it's early in the morning. It is early in the morning, y'all. All right. Today's date is like April the 24th, something like that. And real quick though, set these down for a second. I got my singing bowl here with me, guys, and what I'm doing is what I'm gonna do here. I'm inviting and asking that my spirit guides, my guardian angels, and my whole entire spirit team, my ancestors, my ancient ancestors, my not so ancient ancestors, and my team, my protective team, my bloodline um, team, come in and assist us with this read for the zodiac sign of Gemini. That I ask that we get some clean, clear, concise, informational messages that we can understand and explain and dissect and learn from, be entertained from, be encouraged from, and be protected. I ask that you protect us, from envy, protect us from ignorance, and everything else in between that is no good for us. Protect us from any and all harm. Protect my viewers, protect myself as well. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God is the power, the kingdom, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And namaste. Thank you again, Spirit. I do ask that you protect us and enlighten us. Thank you. So we got that out the way. That feels so good sometimes, guys. Like I said, I've got my African American tarot deck here. Okay, basically cleansed and shuffled out. okay, but I might not need the book. I'm getting more and more comfortable the more I use these cards here, and like I said, the Taurus read that I just did went pretty okay, in my opinion. I mean, I felt comfortable. I should let that come out. But yeah, so this is going to be for the zodiac sign of Gemini. It's going to be for the month, or for the remainder of this month of April, 2021. This read is going to go, out as far as like, the next 30 days, okay? I'll take this one here. So here we have the Nine of Cups, Gemini. That is representing, generally, it represents wish fulfilled. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so we've got wish fulfilled. And then we've also got the Queen of Wands energy. Followed by that, we do have the Three of Pentacles. You're in a pretty decent position right now, Gemini, or you'll be embarking on that, okay? That's what I'm getting right off the bat. I'm going to try and lay these out before I get to talking, because I think that when I don't lay them out, it kind of slows the reading down, but when I lay them out too quick, it takes away from the wonder of what the next card will be. But anyway, this card here, I've got the Five of Wands energy. That's unusual for that energy to be there, because that's going to be a helpful energy. And you've got some interference in the energetic form of the Five of Swords. Okay. So far, oops. This is two. I'll take one. Okay, you've got an unexpected event in the form of the Hierophant, Major Arcana. Okay. Put these back. I need to get my shuffle game out, right? Okay, what is this here? A test that you will pass. You've got the World card. That's a perfect position for that energy, right? And these last two cards represent a possible outcome. I'm going to turn these back over because there's way too many. Okay. But yeah, so you'll be closing out a cycle. You're completing a cycle on a successful high note. So far. Spirit, give us some clear, concise answers as far as the price to pay and the outcome, or what Gemini is going to obtain for this time period that we are questioning you about. Thank you. Wait for them to come out. Gemini. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So the price you'll pay is your Eight of Pentacles energy, and that what you're going to obtain. I got the Ace of Pentacles as well. I'm going to put this back in. This here was the Page of Swords. Okay, so if that comes back out, then we'll accept it. Okay, so far what we've got here, Gemini, you guys, you're in a pretty decent position, right? And you are afraid to be in a bit, like to come across as gloating. At the same time, it's like so you're afraid like to take charge. The position that you find yourself in is a position that maybe people tried to tell you that you weren't going to be there or something like that, or it was impossible. So you had to really think on your own and take control of the whole situation. And you probably may have even felt like you weren't gonna land yourself into a situation or a trap, as per this particular deck calls it. You landed yourself into a pretty ideal trap, something that you are proud of, glad about, and you're really glad that you took matters into your own hands and did things your own way. You didn't allow naysayers to sidetrack you. Anyway, um, that being the fact of the matter, um, if you don't, speak up for yourself, and I don't want to say gloat a little bit, but you have to also, in addition to this being your ideal position or what you had anticipated and wanted to occur anyway, um, if you don't stand up and speak up for yourself like you always are good at doing anyway, then you do run the risk of losing participation. And you've got the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. So you run the risk of perhaps in a collaboration that might not be of your choosing, or that might be of your choosing. You're going to get an opportunity. So when you do speak up for yourself and you fearlessly do that, your collaborations will go smoothly as well. Um, yeah, you've got the Knight of Wands energy, and it's representing what will help you along. Okay, so what is going to help you along is, again, that you do rise to the occasion, speak your mind, and be flashy, if you will, or charismatic. It'll be suitable for you. It'll be helpful for your current dilemma. You do also seem like you're going to be getting some assistance or some help from the energy of the from the energy of the Five of Wands, which generally represents, like a lot of chitter chatter and a lot of cattiness, arguing, and competitions. That's usually not something that is beneficial, but somehow you alchemize that into something. It'll be beneficial for you, even if it might not be meant to be to your benefit. It's going to prove to be to your benefit. You've got the Five of Swords in a position of interference. So there is going to be, or there is interference right now with your current position that you find yourself in. You've got the Five of Swords, posing as the interference to things working out to your benefit. So I think that's maybe you or someone else was seen doing something that might be a little unethical. That could even get you into some type of legal issues or legal troubles. All right. An unforeseen event is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is something that you weren't counting on or banking on occurring, stepping up into the matter. So, and calling the shots, and putting things in order. Possibly what you weren't expecting is for the Hierophant or a Taurus, major arcanic energy, um, is stepping in and calling you to abide by rules and regulations. Okay, because I think that you got into your position, like I said, by doing things your own way, right? Now, at the same time, though, you're at a position. You've got the World card representing the test that you will pass, and it seems like everything is going to be going well, because um, after everything is looked over and examined, if you will, we're coming into the fact that you've got the world energy, and the world is an energy of completion. It is a completion, a successful, congratulatory type of a completion of an era or a phase in your life. Like you've completed something very successfully. Gemini, you are paying for your outcome of the Ace of Pentacles through your work and your work ethic. So it looks to me like there was the price that you paid was, was hard work. You did work. Okay, now your outcome, Gemini, you do have that Ace of Pentacles, so you have like a whole new opportunity right now to do something that you want to do, like to be the creator of your own life. Okay, so congratulations, you did successfully complete a phase in your life. I'm so glad that that wasn't too complicated. I think that this read for you guys might not be too long. Now let me turn this back around. Hold on, let me see. So, oh yeah, guys, this is my new deck that I just got in the mail today, and this is you see that? I keep forgetting which angle is better. That angle, let me see. So this is Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle deck. Okay. So I like to get like two of these cards to simply close out the read. Let me see something. Something is turned over here. These cards are very attractive. Very pretty cards. Yeah. And pardon me, Gemini. Alright, so gotta just bear with me. I'm speaking low because it's early in the morning. Oops, there's one. So this one here, it says achievement. This card came out for Taurus just now, not a minute ago. Achievement, and it's actual. It's really fitting. I feel that it resonates, and I've got one turned over here. So let me turn it back over. Truth be told, okay, so that was number 9, concentration. And those are the same two exact cards that came out for Taurus, but these cards are like thoroughly shuffled. So I put it back in. So if it comes out again, then I'm gonna just assume that it's meant to, come out. If I see it again, I may actually go ahead and read it anyway, because your read was pretty straight to the point, sort of, acceptance. Let's see. You've got delight at the bottom of the deck, and you've got nurture and energetic movement. I really like these cards here. I like them because they're not too wordy to read. All right, but so we're going to read number 42, Gemini, and this is like I said, this is my Lord Ganesha deck, and it says, "May Lord Ganesha give you a rainbow for every storm, a smile for every tear, a promise for every care, an answer for every prayer." Okay, so achievement, it says you are surrounded by abundance and prosperity, luxury and quality, prestige and sophistication, value and elegance. Many stories relate that Ganesha has 2 wives. CD represents success, and Riddhi, and Riddhi represents prosperity also. Yeah, so the symbolism of these 2 women indicates that if you walk on a path set by Ganesha, success and prosperity are guaranteed to always be by your side. The search for material success seldom brings with it achievement of spiritual goals. Ganesha wishes you to realize that by actively developing your spirituality and consciously working with the divine, you'll experience positive flow-on effects in all areas of your existence. When you stay connected to your spiritual nature, You have a more serene mind. Develop an accepting perception of yourself. This attitude will help your heart open to spiritual matters. A high level of self mastery, coupled with a high ethical practice, will increase the likelihood of enjoying material success. Okay? As more people discover the rewards of a dynamic and fulfilling spiritual life, this success will become the norm in society and not an exception for the few eccentric individuals. Gemini. The more relationships among human beings develop into true kinship, the more humanity can achieve beyond the present limits of knowledge and material measures of success. Become part of a brotherhood governed by love, working toward working toward a building. Working toward building a happier, more loving and productive society. So that is Ganesha's advice to you. And then what do we have here again? We've got acceptance. That's number 39. Not too far off. All right. It says, Gemini, acceptance. It says, there is great freedom in accepting things as they are. Okay? You cannot move forward on your path until you release some of the blame, anger, and sorrow that you've collected on your life's journey. Ganesha is asking you to forgive those from the past who hurt you and to be willing to forgive yourself too. Open your heart to the world outside and to the one within. This deeper state of recognition and acceptance is what pushes you forward in your spiritual adventure. Love without judgment and live without predetermined opinions. Accept and express your true self. The ego is beginning to align with the soul. What a relief. You don't have to control everything, fix everything, and know everything. If you've been overly serious and tense, you now start to remember happiness. You may find that you can laugh at things instead of getting infuriated. Your contentment in life improves dramatically when you harness your ability to look at the world from a more spiritual perspective. The image of Ganesha holding the banana symbolizes humility and awareness of not placing too much importance on your thoughts or beliefs in this situation. His pot belly signifies the bounty of nature. It is said that Ganesha consumes the sadness of the universe and protects the world. Learn to honor the value of others that may differ from your own. See the beauty of diversity. Once you see this beauty, it will open you up to recognizing and accepting the beauty that resides within you. So Gemini, I think that is very nice and spot on. In a nutshell, what I'm gathering from this is that we started out with the Nine of Cups energy, where in order to get to the Nine of Cups energy, it's like you got to go through the Eight of Cups, okay? So the Eight of Cups is when you're walking away from something that you had invested a lot of time and energy into, right? And it just turns out that it's a good thing that you did walk away from the social norm or something like that. Like you stood your ground and you walked in your inside of your authority. The word I just now heard was eccentricness. Even though I think I just read that in a book, but you're walking in your own eccentric, authority. And what is the other word I'm looking for? It means the real authentic, like your authentic self. You're moving in alignment with your authentic self. I recall hearing in the book that I read just now that your ego is aligning with your soul. That I'm on that. I feel like I'm, in that lane right there, and that's a beautiful place to be in. And it does really call for you not to be too judgmental of yourself, not to be so regretful of yourself, not to be so hard on yourself, and just to appreciate the journey that may have been hard for you, Gemini. I know mine has been hard. You have to accept yourself, no matter what race, religion, or creed that you are from or represent, or that you were born into. You're here now, and you gotta forgive yourself. Here's the thing: you're gonna forgive yourself. That very first prayer that I said, the Lord's Prayer, Our Father. If that prayer were to be broken down and translated into layman terms, it's basically and literally saying you will be forgiving and you will be forgiven. How long that takes is up to yourself. I see here that in your to your some cattiness and some arguments and some competitive energies are going to actually serve to benefit you. You see, and it's almost like the saying, the ditch um, that you lay, or the ditch that you dig for, or the grave you dig for another person. The person digging that grave will fall in there first. Okay, it's sort of like that, because it's like it seems like people were, in your way and judging you, so much so that they call it higher power, and they probably call it a supervisory type of an energy with this Hierophant here to um, possibly tattletale on you, because whatever it is that you've done or that you're doing, it's perfect and it's working and it's in alignment with your life path, and it's the right thing to do. And maybe there are loopholes in every situation, especially when it comes to like man's law and laws at work and people's morals and stop signs. I always say stop signs. I can't stand them sometimes, but stop signs and traffic lights, and people just feel like you should put all of those rules and laws and regulations above your own safety and comfortability. And I highlight safety when I say that, especially in the corporate world when you're working. Like if you're, I have a healthcare background, and I had so much. Oh my God, I have so much issue, or people have so many issues with me, because I care about how I feel. Like if I'm in pain, I don't keep working. I stop. I sit. I have to. Um, But yeah, they go, they get you fired, and they gang stalk you, and then it's like no matter how hard you work, all people kind of can see is that, oh, well, this person has been terminated so many times, or they have this type of a reputation. They never stop to seek to look and try to understand, like, why. Like for a person to be so seasoned and so educated and so um, passionate about what it is that they're doing, and they keep on getting the short end of the stick, and keep on getting reprimanded and watched and scrutinized. Why don't you scrutinize at least why that person is being that way? And then perhaps you'll come to understand that no one is perfect, but in your case, Gemini, you made the perfect right decision, and so congratulations to that. You're going to achieve everything that you're supposed to. And little did you know, or little did anyone know, this is the path that God put you on for some reason. For some reason, you were supposed to take matters into your own hands. And for some reason, you were supposed to, have the higher ups called on you. And for some reason, that, these people were competing with you and blaming you of being sneaky, underhanded, selfish, self-serving, or whatever it is that they have been accusing you of being. And these energies can go vice versa. Okay, Gemini, when everything got looked at and finally got scrutinized, everything ended up working out to your greater benefit. So congratulations to that. Yeah, I didn't mean to get too involved with my own story, but I do relate to these stories, and this is why I do my readings, because doing tarot card readings is not the easiest, most accepting path to take, and here we are. We have acceptance. But I guarantee you that this information that I just now read to you from Lord Ganesha's guidebook can be applied to any way or walk in life. You see what I'm saying? So, congratulations on your wish fulfilled, Gemini, on the maturation of Gemini. I think I might call it that. The maturation of the Gemini. So yeah, I'm pleased with this too. Okay. Namaste, Gemini. I'll see you guys next time, okay?